Warning, the video you are about to watch features YouTube user ToonCriticY2K. If you are unaware, this user is admitted to committing crimes that are, but not limited to, pedophilia. As a result, he will be cut out of new recordings, but he still remains in this one. If this will bother you, then that would be a good time to click out the video and wait for the condensed version that will come out after each session. While we are committed to entertainment, one of the goals of these videos is to raise further awareness of these allegations. We respectfully understand if hearing Toon will cause more distress than entertainment. For those who are interested, we implore you to pay close attention to ToonCriticY2K's actions, as they can potentially provide valuable insight into the working of a mind like his and help one better protect themselves. Viewer discretion is advised.
Lucid's done being a brat.
20, 25. And let's not take a dip in the water for a second.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
I mean, you know, my boots are made of leather. Wet leather gets stinky.
They're made for walking, and that's what they'll do.
I'm still not pleased about how my boots were soaked at the Hawthorne Tower. I still have blisters.
Ow. Just
what?
nothing. It just you know what? I'm unsheathing my short sword and putting it in my pack.
Huh?
Anything manufactured may seem as hostile to them, so the best thing I can do is if we do end up meeting these druids, I'm putting my manufactured weapon away.
Jaminia looks at you and starts stroking her chin. You know, he actually has a point there. But then she looks down at herself and she sees that she's covered in heavy plate armor.
Oh.
Yeah, no offense, Jem, but...
She said, "Well, I'm in a bit of a pickle." Yes. She brings out the mask.
Oh,
okay.
I could probably use this.
that could work. This guy's just your armor.
Yeah, and then she puts it on her face, and nothing happens.
Oh.
What's going on? She keeps putting it off and on her face, and and nothing is happening.
That's interesting.
What's going on?
May I see
Why
that?
isn't this working?
Oh,
May I see
could there be?
Let me take a look at it.
Anti-magic
All
field?
right. She hands you the mask.
Well,
What are you gonna
first
do?
of all, we're still not sure what it even is, so...
Identify magic item.
Yay!
Hey, first time using it.
No, it's not.
All right,
Oh, it's not? Okay.
No, far from it.
Oh, I don't remember the last time we used it, though.
Okay, so
I think on Amber's gloves.
Yes,
Uh-huh.
okay, so you identify this, but you do not detect any magic within it.
Oh, no. Was it a one-time use?
One-time use, yes, because she only used it once.
It couldn't be a one-time use. I used that for ever since I was young.
Could there be an anti-magic field around us?
It shouldn't.
Appraise check.
Appraise check. You start studying it, and you can tell that this used to have magic, but whatever magic it used to have is now gone.
Is there anything I can do to recharge it?
Not unless you knew the spell that was previously on it.
Oh, there you go. Bryn's just gonna throw her knowledge at you till you tell her everything.
Appraise at it until it works!
You can tell that there was. You can tell that there was a sort of disguised self used on it, but nothing else. You can't really detect anything else.
Could when the back in Optimar could when that one dwarf hit us with that What was it? That was the anti-magic
You've
field?
said anti-magic field 3 times now, Jalarim. When the mask left the field, the spell would have lost its effect.
But
There are a lot of
that doesn't make any sense. We all have magic in us.
But if you truly wish to disguise yourself, I do know a spell called Veil. I could disguise you and your armor.
Well, if you think that'll work.
Oh, I'm getting a migraine.
I apologize.
In character or out of character?
Both.
Hang on. I think I did something wrong. I'm not sure I want to use it because it is a pretty high level spell. Hang on, what is happening? Oh, that's what.
Ooh. Oh, it was a success.
Well, yeah, it was. Yeah. But in terms of a caster level check, yeah, success. She casts her spell. Okay, yes, you cast a spell over Jaminia, and let's see, trying to find something. Give me 1 second. Where did I put that?
I could turn it into a little bunny rabbit if I wanted.
I don't think we want that.
I could turn her into a bunny rabbit if she'd let me.
No. And
No, I was just reading the spell.
give me 1 second.
Yeah, when we were going into Optimar, when I kept getting talked over, I was trying to suggest use this spell because it can cover multiple targets. But
Well, it would have been.
everybody kept on talking over me, so I'm like, I give up.
We love you. When in doubt, I type.
All right, so Juminia's form shimmers. And comes out like this. In a very extravagant looking dress.
It changed for me.
Jaminia looks at herself. Any particular reason you gave me blonde hair?
I may
I
or may
haven't
not have
seen
been
it yet.
thinking of my mother.
Jaminia widens her eyes. Oh, I see.
I can't see the form.
Me neither. It hasn't changed for me.
Yeah.
It hasn't changed for you?
Nope.
Nope.
Check the layers.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm on the wrong map.
Oops.
Oh, hello. Oh,
What?
look, a puckle.
Ooh, that's
I
What
didn't see
happened?
anything.
big dog.
I didn't see anything. No one saw anything.
Yeah.
Here we go. Oh, aw. That's gorgeous.
Out of character, I think she looks kind of silly.
I don't know. Red skin, blonde hair.
I can't imagine a sillier color scheme anywhere.
Kiki's not in the call anymore, right? Cause she is. Curses.
Yes, red skin and yellow hair. I wonder who she's talking about.
Scared.
Well, are we allowed to see that polka dot?
All right.
I'm
Well
going to
then.
do like Jalarim, and I'm going to put my daggers in my backpack.
All right. Well then. You're going to continue forward.
Yeah.
Actually, I want to roll a high check so I can get a that way I can look at him without being spotted.
That is not a happy looking pupper. Whoop. One moment, I got knock
Can
on
I
the door.
do a
Go
knowledge
on.
nature from back here? Or do I have to get closer?
You have to get a little bit closer.
Fair enough.
Alright, so this is my high check. 30. Okay, I've got to hide in this bush here.
Okay, go for it.
All right.
Sorry.
All right, so
Or,
what are you gonna do?
roll a spot from, I guess, from where I am to look at it.
Okay, go for it.
See what it's doing. 19.
All right, you look at the wolf and it's just drinking from the river.
I don't dare send Lucid over to try to speak to that. He'll get himself eaten.
Oh.
And then Jaminia looks back towards Rose.
I'm on it. Alright. That was about as far as I could go with one movement.
Is it free
Can I do a knowledge nature from here, or should I get closer?
Go for it.
Alright. Wow, I'm not getting particularly good rolls either.
This isn't like any wolf you've seen. It's not a dire wolf, but it is much larger and it looks more majestic.
Well. What do you guys think? Should I try and speak to it?
You are the nature. You are.
Well, I mean, I'm next to Mr. Hides in Bushes over here. I just want to make sure we're all in agreement.
I'm all for it.
He hid in the bush.
He hid in the bush.
Oh, Jalrim, you
What
paranoid.
are we doing in the bush?
Bird in the hand.
I'm all for talking to it. Yeah, let's
Alright,
leave
well,
Shiloh behind.
I walk up to it and greetings. I mean you no harm and do not wish to interrupt your drink. I simply wish to know more about you and the forest. I assume diplomacy check.
All right. It looks up at you and stares at you.
We're gonna have a staring contest. I'm for it.
Well, I'm nervous. I'm afraid if Shiloh goes up to Rose, he'll think
1
otherwise.
second, guys.
Okay.
Jaminia also overhears what's going on.
Yeah.
That's. You see Jaminia give a low hiss, like ooh.
That not a good sign?
She shakes her head.
I have been raised in forests much like this for as long as I can remember. I crave knowledge that the trees and the earth, and especially the animals, can provide for me. I bear myself as I am. Will you not help me?
Go another diplomacy.
Ouch.
This is not helpful.
Yeah, you're getting a lot of bad rolls today. Thanks.
Which is not helpful given this particular story.
Yeah.
She doesn't get a bonus for talking to something of her own language, of a language she's familiar with.
Just because you know someone's language doesn't mean you're good at talking with them.
I mean, I certainly am better at talking with this guy than you guys are, because you don't know what the heck he's saying.
Well, Jaminia does, but
Well, I mean, other than
she's,
Jaminia, yeah.
she's deferring.
Yeah, Jaminia and Shiloh know what's going on. Lucid? Shush. What actions would you have me do?
I'm just thinking off the top of my head. Like, this is a situation
I think she's talking to.
I'm talking to the wolf.
Oh, talking to wolf. Oh, okay.
I mean, you're welcome to have your own peanut gallery conversation back there if you want.
Oh. I didn't realize you were talking to the wolf.
Why are you hiding?
Understood.
In
Give me a moment.
Precaution.
You are so paranoid.
Alright, so I walk back to the group. That could have gone better.
What's...
The
Yeah,
wolf...
I heard everything.
I didn't.
The wolf doubts my resolve because I have not destroyed all that is unnatural.
Oh, on yourself?
No, I think on the things surrounding.
Is there something... Wait, is there something around here that's not natural?
I think
You just put it in your backpack, dude!
I mean, outside of in my backpack, I mean, in the surrounding area that's in nature, like something on the tree or that...
Jalarin?
No. What I mean is the wolf believes that my resolve is insufficient enough to help us.
Because she's not waging war, or
I'm not waging war against the unnatural as this forest is.
think of the town, Jalarim.
They are destroying the unnatural. It seems to be the referendum here.
Jaminia is giving a low growl. So because we're not extremists, it hates us.
Hello, Tumblr.
Well, hate might be a strong word, but he's not a fan.
Oh, Josh, all you're giving me is flashbacks to MLP 27 and 28. Very, very bad flashbacks, mind you.
Are you talking about? Are you talking about what's it? The root of the problem?
The root of the problem, yes.
Oh, I hate that so much. I didn't use that to inspire this chapter.
Okay.
But yeah, I have words to say about that one.
I can't wait.
Oh, sounds like I smell a possible collab, but anyway.
So, what do you guys think?
I'm at my wits end. Like, what? I can't get rid of something that a god gave to me.
Oh, of course not. Nor would I ask you to.
You know my belief in harmony with nature. This war against nature that they're waging, I can't agree with.
I have to say I sympathize with the mentality, but disagree with the actions. Which is, of course, why the wolf is displeased with me. Pretender, he called me. I'll admit that I favor nature over many of the things that humanoids have manufactured over the years, but that...
News at
doesn't...
11. Sorry. That was out of character.
What? Okay. But I do acknowledge a human's right to exist. I could say the way that they disposed of the bodies was not in ways I consider natural, but to each their own.
Well, that's the thing. That's the thing about extremism. Once you're convinced that you're right, you use it to justify. You can use it to justify anything.
Indeed.
The only thing I could think of is that we show the the only thing I can think of, I'm trying to piece my thoughts together, is if this the extreme actually harms them in a way.
Well, you have a hard
have
time
one-
convincing them of that.
I have a question. Is that one of the wolves that came to the valley?
I would assume so, yes.
Then ask them what their purpose was in coming here.
Or
Why this valley specifically?
Very well. Okay.
Or if it was even their idea.
All right, walking back up. My friends and I wish to know more about your mission. Pray, what guided you here? Diplomacy check?
Go for it.
Oh
Crap.
Wow!
no! That
was just a sliding scale downward.
That was. It was like 20, 19, 18. All the death.
Crap. Why is it everything I touch breaks? Hello?
Should I be rolling initiative?
Yes.
Whoa! Yay! Join me in my little critical one committee over here.
No!
15.
I don't wanna! Crap! Oh, Gem. Oh, Gem. Please.
A legend.
Oh, wow. Ooh, yeah, the wolf did very, very well. How come you're not on here, boys? That's weird.
He was on there a minute ago.
Yeah, now he's gone. He vanished.
He said he should be on the thing.
Well, I know. I don't see me in the turn.
Didn't.
No, I'm not in the turn order.
You were, yeah, we're saying you were on the turn order a second ago, and then you disappeared.
He went
Should
poof.
be on- You should be on there.
Poof.
I do not see me.
Well, I can see it, so.
Oh, okay, well, if you can see it, and as long as you tell us when it's his
It
turn.
must be just glitching.
Oh, now it's saying the legendary wolf's initiative is 8.
Yeah.
Because a second ago it was saying it was
give
from
me a
first guy.
second.
So
Okay, re-roll your initiatives.
Okay.
Okay,
No ones.
19. There we go.
That is
that's much better.
There we go.
The wolf vanished again.
Yeah, 1 second. This thing is just being stupid. Okay.
There's Jaminia.
Okay.
For the first time ever, Jaminia is going last.
That is actually, I think legit is the first time ever. Except for those times where Josh forgot to roll for her and then she automatically went last.
Okay.
Yeah, but those don't count.
Okay, Faithurin, it is your turn first.
Well, how far is this? No way. Yeah, I can't reach it with that spell. I was gonna try Crushing Despair, but come on. I'm thinking Prismatic Spray, but I don't know the range of it. I need to check right quick.
Isn't that a bit much?
Well, I don't feel like screwing around here.
Okay.
We're gonna make enemies.
No kidding!
But it's just a rainbow.
It's just a rainbow of death. Because we had so much fun with the
It's
rainbow
too
last
far.
time we had an interaction with it.
You could always move forward and do it, but
Yeah, but I'm seeing what my options are from here.
Once you gave Rin the option of casting 2 spells without moving, there's like nothing we can do to get her to move.
That's not true.
How many times was Josh like, well, you could tell if you got closer, and you're like, nah, I'm good.
Well, I also don't have very high defense. Why am I? Oh, that's why.
Well, do something, because...
Hang on.
9, 8, 7... Oh,
There we go.
magic missile!
Wow!
Wow, you got...
I rolled!
Yeah, what a great roll. Yikes. Okay, so you cast magic missile, and that deals 3 + 3 + 5 + 5 + 5. Okay.
21 damage.
21.
Alright, yeah. It's like, yes, the magic missiles burst forth from your five little bolts of light burst forth from your hands and strike the wolf.
And because Jollarm's on my way, I can't do a...
Alright, what's your second... Alright, what else are you doing?
You know what? I was just on it. What is wrong with me? True strike, true strike, true strike, true strike. You have bolts, right, Jollarm?
Yes, I have crossbow bolts. Yes.
Oh. Okay, true strike. Rage, personal, duration, special, grants target on
Wait,
next
it's
attack.
personal.
Okay, yep.
Wait, I thought I was trying to cast it on Jollarm.
No, yes. Yes, that's, true strike is a personal spell.
Okay, never mind that then. Shoot. You know what? Can I cast telekinesis to like launch a rock at it or something?
10, 9, 8.
Telekinesis to like lift a rock from the ground and launch it at the. No, I can actually
Threw a rock at it.
It was a big rock.
It can exert a single short violent thrust, so I'll cast telekinesis directly at it. Does that work?
Yes, you do happen to push it. You do happen to push it back a little bit.
I was trying to hurt it.
Yeah, that's not much you're gonna.
Never. Okay, so I just messed up. Your turn, Wolfie. Jeez, I'm usually way faster on coming up
Okay,
with.
so yes, the wolf is going to run towards Rose, and it's going to attack.
Wait,
Seems
run?
legit.
I thought it couldn't. Isn't running like a full turn action?
Well,
Right.
yeah,
Well, how
well, not that kind of run.
Oh, okay.
He's just going to walk very quickly. Oh, well, that was handy for me. I'm good. Well, I mean, no, I got hit, obviously, but that's not much.
Okay, yes, it bites you on the arm.
Bad dog. Where's my newspaper?
Dalarum, it is your turn.
All right, hang on. Just checking my movement speed. Okay, I can get up to it. Okay, I know I don't want to do this, but I have to. Take out quick strike. And, run up to it, and then I'm gonna use the butt end of it to knock it on the nose.
Okay, roll your attack.
All right.
Roll attack.
I know. Okay, so that's not full attack. So no. Oh. 8 damage on the nose.
8 damage on the nose.
The nostril.
Okay, so that is a hit.
All right.
Conked it on the nose for how much? 8 damage. All
8
right.
damage. I'm sorry, Rose. I didn't have. I didn't want to do this, but I had no choice.
Rose, it is your turn.
Alright. We've waited for this. Here it is. Do I have to roll a knowledge nature in order to shift into a dire wolf?
No.
Alright, then I'm just gonna do that. And, am I capable of grappling my companion here?
Give me 1 second.
Grappling me?
Not you.
Oh.
The other wolf.
Oh, the other wolf.
You do not have a grapple, but you do have a trip.
Triple work. What do I roll for that?
Alright, give me 1 second.
Yeah, this is slightly complicated.
Yeah, this is a little new. Okay, so... So, what you need to do is roll a d20 plus 11.
D20 plus 11, got it. That could have been better.
Alright. Alright. And... Okay, so this thing's... Gotta check something real quick. Okay, let's see how well it does. You attempt to bite at its leg in order to try and trip it, but it definitely dodges out of the way.
Alright, fair enough. My question is whether I should have Shiloh attack or not. Bark, bark. Sorry, the conversation we had in the Skype group makes me intense. But yeah, I'm gonna have Shiloh go up and try and bite it.
You're gonna have Shiloh attack? Alright.
Yeah. Please hold.
Please hold. Where is
where is the attack gone? Right. There it is. Oh, you did it for me. Thank you.
Yes.
Where has my puppy attack gone?
No, cancel.
Oh, wow.
That's pretty good for him.
Yeah, actually, yeah, he just barely matched its armor. He just barely went over its armor class.
Yay!
Yeah, Shiloh runs over and attempts to bite it, and yeah, he manages to nip him on the leg.
Yay! Good puppy.
All right. It is Jamidia's turn, and she's going to do her signature move, the Spirit Charge.
All right.
We should probably move.
Too late for that.
She's going to fly around, and then it's going to strafe, and then it's going to do a charge, and let's see how she does. All right.
I got knocked down, but I get up again. No, you're never gonna keep me down. I'm sorry.
Excuse me.
Yeah, that is enough. All right.
Alright.
Right.
I have to check damage now.
Okay.
Every time I see red.
All right. So yes, she does a solid 26 damage to it. As she rides by, she strikes it on its rib cage.
Ooh.
Woof.
Well, heck, if we get this I have an idea. If we can get this thing down to a lot of health and then...
Okay, Fern, it's your turn.
We should be...
Melf's Acid Arrow. Oh, that's something I got.
And I'd accidentally cast True Strike on myself, right?
Yeah, you did. Or no, because you did telekinesis.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Well, that's still
Okay, so yeah, that was a ranged touch attack, which, yeah, touch attacks have... Touch AC is far lower than normal AC, and that is a hit.
Woo. I hit a critic, like a really low acid damage, but that's still...
Okay, so roll a 2d4 for me, please.
What?
Roll a 2d4 for me, please.
Okay. 2d4.
Okay.
Well, middle of the road, that'll do it.
A little
No,
higher than middle of the road.
That's
Only
funny.
because there's no such thing as rolling a 0.
Yeah.
That's funny. I got
Okay,
the,
so
I got
yeah,
the
it deals-
peak and the valley.
Alright, so yeah. It deals 4... Yes. An arrow of acid shoots forth from your arm, and it glows green as it sails through the air and strikes it on the side.
Oh.
And like a little yellowish green stick is sticking out of this thing, and it's spreading across the thing's skin.
Oh no. Poor puppy.
I feel bad now,
I feel bad.
but
Welcome to my world.
I don't feel bad enough.
That's bad enough. That's
Holy
out of
cow!
What is
Wow,
this?
dude.
Cross, get back here and take your dice back.
19. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Again, 5 magic purple lights burst forth from your hand and strike it.
I'm trying not to do too much high level spells because, well, we still don't know what's going on.
Yeah. Now now the thing is going to attempt to pounce onto Jalarum.
Do I need to roll a reflex for this?
Giggity.
Or do I have to, or is this going to be a match armor class?
Yeah. It's actually got an attack, so let's see how it does.
Is it nice?
Excuse me.
Yeah, that is not enough for it.
Oh, okay.
It's thinking quickly. It attempts to leap onto you and go for your throat, but you kind of matrix dodge out of the way.
Nice.
Dude, I'm gonna start
You immediately shoot back up, and you don't even know where that came from. You just blinked and like, did my body just do that by itself?
I'm gonna start calling you Neo, man.
It's like your body moved before your mind could catch up.
Did he just Michelangelo?
Yeah. Okay, Jalarum, it is your turn.
All right. I'll do the same thing. Bunt it on the nose because I do not want to waste my ring of blinking just yet.
Oh, yeah, please don't.
Okay. Okay. No. It had Oh wow, 10. Ooh.
Ooh.
Nice.
Yes. Thinking quickly, recovering from your brief stupor, you pull out Quick Strike and you slice it, and then you conk it on the head, and it's starting to wobble.
Okay, Rose. I think it's time to calm him down.
In a minute. My turn?
Yep.
Yes.
Let's try this first. Oh, hold on. I have to click myself.
Yes.
Entangle.
Let me...
And you're casting it where?
As far away from it as I can while still getting it. Hold on, let me... 40 feet, right? So let's cast it here. Over here.
So vines actually shoot out from the tree right here and grab the wolf and yank it over.
Yoink!
Yee. Anybody got a stick? I see a pinata.
No.
I do, but no.
It is restrained and struggling to try and get out.
Can I cast Calm Animals from here?
Yes.
I have to select myself again.
Wait, did you remember to do the damage from the... Oh, no, wait, never mind. I'm thinking wrong.
No. It's after your turn.
Yeah. My brain did the math.
All right. Let's see how it does. All right. It is that. It's looking at its fighting spirit is it's given up.
All right then.
Aw.
Can I dispel
Oh,
the
I guess
acid arrow in its side? I feel really bad.
Yeah.
You do
yeah.
so.
I dispelled the
hang on.
acid arrow.
Okay, I'm looking through my. Oh, okay, Okay, you know what? I'll save the critical wounds for another time. Yes, all right. I have 2 thing of moderate wounds. Rose, I have a thing of cure moderate wounds.
Keep that for now.
I got 2. No, I'm saying use it on.
I know what you mean,
Alright.
but for now,
No.
perhaps it's better if I use it.
Jaminia steps off the Starjade and is walking up to it.
I appreciate the offer, though, Jalen.
And she's attempting to touch it, but the wolf is growling and snapping at her.
Hey, now, take it easy. We don't mean you any harm.
Roll diplomacy.
Oh, shoot. That sort of came out willy-nilly. 1 second. Please better than my last one.
Yes,
Thank you.
there you go.
This is how we do it.
I feel like I'm gonna like tear up. Because of all
We
the
were
stuff-
trying to survive and defend ourselves. You know what that's like. We saw what you've done to the city.
And attack.
Go ahead.
All right. The thing growls, but then it doesn't resist.
Okay. Jimmy, I think you're good.
Jaminia walks up to it and is beginning to speak in Lupin.
This campaign's gonna emotionally drain me.
Still nothing compared to the season finale. My goodness.
But honestly, ever since the Kraken battle, yeah, apology. Well, honestly, ever since the Kraken battle, when we made the pact to not harm a creature if it can get us out of the situation. I've been more okay, don't harm something in nature that again like this, like like the stuff with the cave trolls in the trial of Guile, the undead, and the Mummy King. Like I had no qualms. I had no qualms about facing that.
All right. So Jaminia has healed the thing as best it can. All right. So. And then Jaminia walks over to Rose and says, "How long does that spell last?"
Calm animals? 14 minutes.
And what about the vines?
Also 14 minutes.
Right. Jaminia speaks in Lupin to the wolf and lets it know, yes, we are going to leave, and the vines will be gone. Will be gone very soon. Don't follow us.
Seems legit.
She gets back on the Stargate. Shall we move on?
Yeah,
I suppose so.
let's.
1 second.
Oh,
wait.
boy.
I was gonna say how deep this weather, but
Okay. It was alright.
Trudge.
Right.
I as I walk by the wolf, I hold my head. 'Cause I know what I did.
Okay. So I assume we're moving on to the next map.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Yep.
Yes,
there
thank
it
you,
is.
Ren.
There's
Blurry
someone.
map. There it goes. Okay.
You see a place here with a large magic circle, and you see a man.
I'm afraid to step.
Can
I'm
you-
afraid to step in the magical circle.
He
Can
looks
you
like
hear me
this.
from here?
He looks like this.
Woo!
Washka Garul.
Arshka Garu.
I like that name. It just rolls off the tongue.
Can he hear me from here?
Yes.
Or has he seen us? I suppose I should ask that.
Check for the.
He doesn't seem to have seen you.
Maybe I should wait to blow our cover. Until Faye
I
turn
want a
at least.
knowledge arcana check for the circle.
Knowledge Arcana check for the circle. You can tell that this magic, whatever it is feeding into the entire forest.
The blue wispinesses, I did notice.
And I assume the runes here and here are the ones that are attributing
There
to
are
it.
4 of them.
Oh,
Yeah, there's 2 up top too. But
Oh,
it
I
is
see
a
it.
magic circle, so yeah.
say I'm afraid to step into the magic circle.
Could I tell if it was safe or not?
You can tell that it's not safe to touch.
Okay, the circle or the
Well,
runes?
which part is safe to touch? This white glowiness or the
white
entire
glowiness.
thing?
Okay,
Okay.
so I think we can work a way around it.
What do you guys think? Should I try to talk to him?
Yes.
At this point, At this point, well,
I'm gonna greet him in Druidic.
All right. He finally notices you and walks over.
oh, are you moving the?
Yeah. So, and he doesn't seem to be speaking. He's just staring at you.
Okay. Given the runes in this forest, I can assume you can understand me.
He nods.
Why? Why all this death?
You know exactly why.
I can understand and sympathize to an extent, but is not death against us?
Death is part of the cycle of life. Don't you even dare pretend that it's not.
Of course it is, but for a point. In that one kills creatures and plants for nutrition. This isn't nature, this is vengeance.
Vengeance. Interesting that you would call it that. Because do you not see the beauty around you?
You know I do. But I also see...
So why do you try to stop it?
Because I also see a senselessness in pitting ourselves against other parts of nature. There is beauty here and there is beauty out there as well. It's harder to see, admittedly, but it's there.
Beauty in... Oh, interesting. You mean the ones that'll try to destroy nature?
Do you accuse a child of the sins of the parent?
Do I accuse the child of the sins of the parent? That's the thing. I don't see them as sins. I don't even care about them.
What do you care about?
I care about improving nature. What I care about is making sure nature can evolve and grow and thrive. And these humans, these humanoids, all of these intelligent creatures, all they seem to want to do is destroy it. And the druids, all the other druids I've seen in this land, they enable it.
I can't say that you're wrong, that the druids could do more to educate, but understand that the human's desire is also for survival. We may not agree with their methods, surely, but survival is something that we can definitely understand.
And that's something that we can agree on. But it's interesting how hypocritical druids seem to be. We have all of these rules. Care about the laws of nature, protect the laws of nature, care about the balance. But do we truly treat them like they actually matter? Because if we did, we would actually adhere to the own rules that we make, and we don't. What about the law of natural selection, where only the strong survive? We ignore it. Oh no, because life, we must preserve all the species. We don't protect nature, we meddle in nature. We like to keep things nice and tidy, while trying to prevent the little things that make us squeamish, and I'm sick of it.
I see this as meddling with nature.
It is. This is meddling in nature, and I'm the only one that seems to admit it. I'm tired of keeping things nice and tidy. I am tired of pretending to be something I'm not. I am going to meddle in nature, because nature, it's not all it's cracked up to be. There are things that we do not want to talk about, but we should. Like how animals can be just as cruel and evil as a humanoid can. Do you know why on farms we keep cows separate from chickens? Because cows eat chickens. Have you seen a cow eat a chicken? As the poor chick does all it can, chirping loudly even as it is ground and swallowed, still alive. Have you seen how every spring the white-tailed deer waits below the baby bird's nest, seeing if any of them will fly, and if they don't, the deer gets free protein? Have you seen a mother rat devour her own newborns?
Yes.
That is nature. These animals that we all say are so sacred, we go against nature's will when we step in and tend to them and protect them. To truly let nature have its way, it would slowly kill itself, where all that remained was a superior species that would eventually succumb to cannibalism and die out. But like every other druid on this planet, we step in and we break this chain. We cheat! Everything we do goes against nature.
The humanoids are different. They see things in lies. Because that's one thing that I believe animals hold above humans. Yes, they may be cruel. Yes, they may be heartless. But they're honest about it. They know what they are. They know what they need to do. They have no qualms about pretending they're something they're not. Speaking of, what are you? If you crave so much knowing that people know what they are, what are you trying to run from?
Run from? I'm not running from anything. You see all of this? I am a master of life. In fact, I've undone the damage that these filthy humanoids have done. All it took me was a few decades to undo it. You see all of this? The flora and fauna, bountiful and beautiful. This wasn't due to some laws of balance. This wasn't due to some godly intervention. This was me. I meddled. I did this. I brought life to this area. And if these filthy humanoids keep spreading like a disease, polluting the skies with all of their fire and wars and technology, all of this beauty will die! And I will eliminate all threats to it. Are you going to let them?
No. But letting them and destroying them, there are intermediaries here. They are, as much as I'm not a fan to admit it, they are as much part of nature as any other creature. They may have some sort of high and mighty beliefs about where they belong on the food chain, but they are part of nature as much as any other animal. To destroy them is just as much against nature as destroying any other population of animals. I know they don't respect our ways. I know that perhaps they seek to destroy nature, but nature is strong. It has survived everything the humanoids have thrown at it. It continues on, maybe not in the way you think this is, and that this may be the only ideal, but there are other beauties in nature. The small things. The flowers that grow from the fire that they spread. The ways that nature can consume the things around it. In the smallest ways, nature still thrives no matter what these animals try to do with it. And yes, we help because sometimes things need help, and maybe we shouldn't help as much as we should, but as we do, rather, but I'm not entirely sure I see this as helping either.
You don't see it as helping? Use your eyes.
I see.
And I don't think you don't seem to understand how nature works. Nature is a constant battle, a game of constantly one-upping the other.
In a way.
Nature needs to improve. Nature needs to evolve.
By its own power.
While we druids meddle and cherry pick the parts that we like. And the funny thing is that we sound so right, we sound so perfect, that we've convinced everyone that surrendering your will to the whimsy of insipid hypocrites is what you ought to do. We've bamboozled everyone else into thinking nature is this sacred thing that can't be messed with, even though we mess with it all the time. I'd be impressed at how diabolical it was if it were intentional. And here's the thing. Nature, we are better. We are better than it. You think you're better than it. And don't try to tell me not. It's cute how the dumber the creature is, the more you seem to care about it. When did you last see spiders and cats discuss what is right to kill and what isn't? Oh, that's right. You decide for them. We don't want to protect nature. You don't want to protect nature. You want to control it. You want to own it. And the difference between you and I is that I admit it.
I want to be part of nature, and part of that is becoming a manipulating part of nature, yes. That's how survival works. You manipulate your environment to suit your needs. What I see is not an advocate for nature, but a power-hungry... What are you, humanoid? Of some sort who sees himself as a god. This isn't flourishing. This is destruction.
Yes, it is destruction, so something can survive. It is destruction to prevent future destruction.
So you are then as humanoid as the rest of them, seeing yourself as above all other things and manipulating nature to suit what you see as more important, your own self-worth as being more important.
Don't pretend that you're better than that. I've been looking at you for a long time, and I see how your friends are even looking at you right now. They think you're their moral center. But I also look at you. They don't matter to you. I see it in your eyes. The amount of hate you have. You hate yourself, don't you? The fact that you share the blood of creatures that have violated this land so much, it burns you up. You hate yourself and you hate your friends, Rose. You hate them for contributing to destruction. You hate that they don't care about the family of squirrels in the tree that they chopped down. You hate not just your friends, but strangers or anything intelligent. You hate people you haven't even met. You'd rather slay 12 human families before killing a herd of deer. And am I wrong?
Exaggeration. I hate myself. I am a humanoid. And that is a part of me that I detest. And I even agree with what you say about what the druids do and what I do as well. I protect those who I believe need help. And maybe I shouldn't.
You do.
There are things
you
I don't
do what you want. You're no better than I.
There is a difference, and that is an extremity. I can understand where you're coming from, but this is out of balance.
Out of balance. Don't try to tell me about that. About balance. Who decides the balance?
Equilibrium is what we seek. This is too much.
Equilibrium. Equilibrium is what made this land right here die. And I brought it back.
The wolves.
Yes, the wolves were put here by me.
Well, then I thank you for that. I don't think anyone... I've heard the humanoids tell of the wolves moving in and how joyous it made nature flourish. One of them at least seemed very happy that it had happened. And that there were so many...
And then they wanted to touch it. Some of them came in here wanting to touch and break and destroy the things that they didn't like in order to make other things. These humanoids are threats, and it makes me nauseous to hear you protect them.
But some wanted to learn. We can't pretend that they're not part of nature. They wanted to learn and become part of it. There were those who sought to destroy it, and I understand. But there were some who sought to be a part of it, and you drove them away as much as anything else. There is a possibility of living in harmony with all creatures, all animals. They are animals. They pretend they're not, but they are. And they deserve our protection as much as any other animal.
Really? That's not what I have seen. for the hundreds of years, all they've ever done is destroy. And as they become smarter, and as they become more intelligent, they destroy more. They spread like a disease, and I will treat it like these scientists treat a cancer. I will make every effort I can to cut it out.
But were you not simply talking about... There are those in humanoids who do strive to be one with nature, even those who are not druids. Those who live in forests, they don't destroy them, they can live amongst them.
And they turn away. They turn a blind eye when someone kills a den of foxes. They turn a blind eye when they massacre deer. They turn a blind eye.
Let me share with you what this group does in fact mean for me. When I first met them, the elf here threw a dagger and cut into the side of a blink dog that had done her no harm. The half-elf sought to sneak up behind a calmed spider to do it harm. Jaminia and I have also had disagreements. But I have taught them. I have taught them to value life by understanding. They understand that the things they've done are wrong, or at least were not the best actions to take. It's possible to educate. It's possible to reach out and touch the minds and hearts of these creatures and make them allies and not our enemies. That's why they see me as the moral center, because they trust in our beliefs. They trust that this is the right thing to do. For reasons I can't understand, they trust me. Is it not our duty to trust them back?
I walk up to Rose and put my hand on her shoulder. I trust you. You have mine.
Thank you.
Me as well.
How old are you?
Me?
Yes.
Much younger than you. I'm 15.
Wow. I'd like to say, you're 15?
Adult in human years. I know you guys are much longer living, but
Well,
we go through our lives very quickly.
I have lived for a long, long time. And I remember echoing those exact same sentiments that you have. But for the long, long years I have, these humanoids have proved me wrong.
can I roll a listen check? Because I was just on the some sort of magic thing that's happening.
Yeah, go ahead. I heard it too.
31.
You're good.
You hear you hear like some sort of thud growing in the distance.
Great.
Oh, great.
You want you want to keep the balance? You want to preserve everything? Fine. We'll play by your rules. Allow me to show you what would have survived if you had existed back before civilization.
Oh snap! I think I know what's coming! Josh, you rat!
Oh my frackin' bro.
Roll initiative.
You read some annihilation, didn't you?
Oh, this has
Why?
been a long time coming. Oh wow, that was not good. Oh, I can't believe
You rolled Shiloh initiative. What the F?
Well, you know, same difference. I know this song. I know this song. I think it's just a traditional Irish song.
There's so much what the F going on in my brain right now.
We're fighting a T-Rex.
Don't look at it, it's great!
Everybody's inner child is just singing right now. T-Rex! It's a T-Rex!
It's an MF T-Rex, guys!
Jeebus.
Yeah, this thing cannot be flanked.
It's big.
Yeah. I think this probably counts as colossal, if I were to guess.
I guess. What the garbage?
Gotta put you back at the top. Okay, so, Rose, it is your turn first.
How appropriate. Well, I'm probably gonna have to roll a 20, but let's see how knowledge nature works on this guy.
Well, ooh.
Okay, you know that this is like probably the biggest lizard you have ever seen. You know that, yeah, if this thing gets close to you, it could probably wreck you.
Yep. Distance
It
spells.
doesn't look like it could claw you due to its skinny arms, but it does have a lot more range than you do.
Yeah.
And it could probably eat you very easily if it got close.
Probably. So, being that it's a lizard, any chance I know any strengths and weaknesses?
I know.
Extreme temperatures, maybe?
I speak Terran. Does that technically work or no?
You don't know much. You know a lot about lizards, but you don't know anything that would help you in combat. Other than that, this thing is. Other than it's stupid, it could probably be tricked.
Oh.
Well, glad you're here, Jalorm. So Jalorm asked if he can speak to lizards?
I can speak Terran.
That's not gonna work.
Damn it.
It's a T-Rex.
Darn it.
It's not like we can offer it a drink, right, Jalaram?
No, but I can offer it a tasty meal that's right in front of it. This thing.
That works. In fact, my next move is going to be I'm going to cast. Let me double check I have enough spells after all the things I've done.
Yeah, sorry.
I still have one more. So I'm going to cast. Gotta select my icon. I'm gonna try and cast Entangle on Mr. Druid friend over there.
Alright.
And double checking the range.
Alright, let's see how
Yep.
it goes.
In fact, let's see if there's a possibility of getting it somewhere between him and the T-Rex.
That
Cast here.
Oh, that could work.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast it like right here. See if I
Alright.
can get both of them. I highly doubt it's gonna be able to entangle the T-Rex, but you never know!
Alright. The vines shoot out of the tree and wrap around the thing's leg, but it quickly kicks the tree down.
Okay, fair enough. What about this guy?
And the vines attempt to wrap around Varska, but he takes one look at him, waves his hand, and they dissipate.
Ooh.
Fair enough.
All right, and
Only other
that's-
thing I can... 10, 15... Hold on, let me just count for a second. I'm just gonna have Shiloh move over here. There. Otherwise, that's all I can do, unfortunately.
All right, Faith Earn, it is your turn.
Come on.
Thank you for taking so long and letting me do a little quick research.
Go for it.
Anytime. I'm gonna do research myself. So take your sweet times.